So a long time ago, yes, I'm on my phone. This is so unprofessional, but a while ago I asked you guys on Snapchat to send me like a few how-to videos that you guys want to know, and today we're doing the one that actually was my favorite idea. I know it's been so long, and I wrote down, I'm looking at my phone for the notes so I can get started with this. Here we go. So I have a few tips on how to get better at doing makeup, so if you would like to learn what I got for you, just keep on watching. Tip number 1, start very simple as far as your makeup routine and just perfect that over and over and over again. Choose the things that you don't like about your face. I know that may sound a bit crazy, but choose the things that you don't like and fix those first. Like, let's say I have super dark under eye circles. Well, I will go to Sephora and find a concealer that is supposed to hide dark under eye circles. Now, that first product that you use might not be perfect for you. So that's when you try a different product. Or something else would be, I don't like the length of my lashes, so I'm going to find the perfect lash for me and I'm going to perfect putting on those lashes. Just starting simple and then graduating into more harder parts of makeup, I guess, is a perfect way to start. Tip number 2 is actually my favorite one because I do this every single day. Even when I'm not shopping for makeup, read reviews. Don't just rely on me and other beauty bloggers to tell you this on video. I love to go on Sephora.com or MakeupAlley.com and I will find the product that I'm thinking about buying, and I'm reading reviews from regular people. Regular people tend to tell you the truth more than beauty bloggers. Not that I lie to you guys, I don't. But I know that is a problem on YouTube, is that people lie. So you're able to skip that when you read the reviews from people online. You can also, if it's not on Sephora and you're going the more drugstore route, Target.com and Walmart.com and Ulta, all of those places online, you can find the reviews for people that's tried that product, and it's the same kind of thing, customer reviews. Tip number 3 is ask your family and your friends if your eyebrows look crazy. No, but really ask your family and friends how your makeup looks, because while it may look good to you in the mirror, it might be looking a little offensive and scary to everyone else. Go to where they're at and say, hey, do my eyebrows look too light or do they look too dark? And then they might be like, no, they look fine. Don't believe the first opinion. Go get a second opinion, and within that, I would say that before you actually sit down and try out your brows or try out an eyeshadow look, find a Instagram photo or a photo on Pinterest and find an eyebrow shape or find an eyeshadow look that you really, really like and mimic that. So you're not starting from scratch, that you have a reference photo when you're sitting down to do your makeup. I think that's really, really helpful. So tip number 4, learn what products are and what else they could be used for. One thing that I learned just by playing with makeup is that powder foundations work best for me when I use them to set a liquid foundation versus just using a powder foundation by itself. I've seen people use clear mascara for a brow gel, like bronzer. This is another one. I use bronzer sometimes for a light definition in my crease of my eye. So makeup is interchangeable. You could definitely use it for different parts of your makeup routine. I think this is tip number 5, so we're just gonna roll with that. Tip number 5, when picking your foundation shade, get to know what your undertone is. That's gonna save you a lot of money trying out foundations that's not your undertone. Sometimes the base shade of the foundation can look really nice, but if the undertone is a bit too red or it's a bit too olive and you're not that undertone, then it can just straight up not match you. Now, a lot of people say that you can find your undertone with just what jewelry looks nice on you, if gold or something looks nice, but that confuses me. So I would say just get to know your body. Get to know what your skin looks like. Like, I can look in my skin and see that there's a bit of yellow. I don't see a whole lot of olive and I don't see red at all, which for women of color foundations, a lot of those have a red undertone. I don't know why they think all of us are red because we're not. Now for me, I've pretty much determined what foundations work and don't work for me from trial and error, and I enjoy that. I enjoy trying a bunch of foundations. Now if you don't like that, I would suggest going to Sephora and trying their color eye IQ, where they take a really close picture of your face and then they tell you all of the foundations in the store that will match you. That works for me most of the time. Sometimes it doesn't even work for me. So it's still kind of a trial and error, but with that, it narrows down versus going in there and looking at all these foundations at Sephora. I know it could get overwhelming. Using the color IQ narrows down the range that you have to work with as far as the foundations. Okay, tip number 6. I've talked about this before, so I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of time on it. So if you're doing the trial and error thing that I'm talking about, don't be afraid to return the makeup, especially if you haven't used that much of it and you automatically realize that you don't like the foundation or you don't like the eyeshadow or you don't like the bronzer. Just return it. It's okay. A lot of the stores have return policies, including Walmart, Walgreens, Target. They have return policies that allow for you to return the makeup, so take advantage of that. Hey, nothing wrong with it. All right, the last tip, and tip number 7, is to figure out what kind of learner you are. For me, I have to see it and then practice over and over and over again for me to get better at it. Whether it's a math problem or whether it's makeup, I have to see it being done and then practice it myself in order to get it. Now, other people, they are readers, so they like to be able to read it in a book or read it on a blog and then they got it. They don't need to practice it. They just read it and they got it. Online, searching how to do eyebrows, how to properly apply foundation, how to highlight your skin. You may be a face-to-face person. You may like to see someone in person and then someone teach you how to do that. Now, Sephora, if you're a beauty insider, you get free classes where they teach you makeup skills. So if you have a local Sephora, you could definitely go in there and just ask them, hey, when is your next class and what are they gonna be teaching? And then they'll tell you the date and then you show up and yeah, you learn how to do the makeup. And if you don't have a Sephora, a lot of makeup artists now, they offer classes where you can pay. Some of them are super expensive and then others are cheaper, and you could pay to come to one of their classes and then they teach you exactly how to do the makeup. You bring your makeup with you and you apply it. Google makeup classes in wherever you live and you can find one. And that is the end of this how to get better at applying makeup. These tips were more general and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to keep yourself updated on my new videos, and I promise I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.